key game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Oh, what a juke into space. And one more time. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Patterson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll try again, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Howard. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Howard. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Handoff running left is ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On 3rd down, Lawrence being chased out left.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Howard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And this is caught. It's Brown.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Bills.
A.J. Brown, 51 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. To throw is Howard. Throwing on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Howard now on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Back to throw again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Howard. And he slings one that's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Man open is Robinson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays. All level now, and 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll give it to Patterson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Howard on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Howard. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
His throw incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, what a move. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On first down, Lawrence.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Lawrence on first down.
This one caught by Ridley.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
It's complete to Robinson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the 6. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
from the 44. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
ETN up the middle. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the center. He's dropped there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from a yard out. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Howard on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Howard. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Patterson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Lawrence.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now out come the Bills.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Howard. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard. Eluding the pressure. And he coughed it up. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
They'll look to Etienne to start things out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Etienne once more. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Lawrence will throw. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Patterson on the draw play. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Patterson running between the tackles. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Howard caught right side. Davis. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try to run with Patterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Howard. He's got Brown on the out route complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Another tote for Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. That'll be second down. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Etienne with it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's Etienne.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.